Thanks for joining Exclusive Update. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more exclusive and thrilling content on confraternity and lifestyle. The demolition of the MBM arena by the government has sparked a heated debate over the legality of their actions. A lawyer with significant experience in property rights has come forward to share his insights on the matter, warning that the demolition could potentially not have followed appropriate legal procedures. The lawyer emphasizes the significance of adhering to due process in situations of this nature, highlighting that the government has a duty to notify affected parties and offer fair compensation. Furthermore, the absence of these steps could be interpreted as a violation of the rule of law, ultimately jeopardizing public trust and the stability of the community. Emphasizing the need for transparency and accountability in government actions, he stresses that the government must follow the prescribed legal processes to ensure that the rights of all parties are upheld. Additionally, the lawyer argues that a disregard for due process could result in the public's loss of faith in the government, thereby undermining the stability of the community. The demolition serves as a significant example of the need to consider the legal implications of government actions, particularly when it comes to the right to private property.
Who has in his possession or control any offensive weapon, B, harbors a member of the secret court, or C, allows or permits a secret court meeting or activity to be held in any house, building or place belonging to or occupied by him or her, or over which the person has control, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a term not less than 10 years imprisonment without an option of fine, as well as confiscation of the said property and is demolition by the state government. Now, what do you hear? What do you understand by this? He said they are liable on conviction. Down law. Down law. Say they are liable on conviction. So that means before you demolish a house that you suspect that a kidnapper or a cultist is living in, you must have tried the person that you suspect of the cult activity or of the kidnapping, and the person must have been convicted. Not only that, you must have also tried the owner of the house, and the owner of the house is convicted of harboring a cultist or a kidnapper. Before you will now sentence him to 10 years imprisonment, and you confiscate the house and demolish it. Now, what did our dear governor do? One you pointed a hand. Oh, there's a boy that killed somebody in one duplex around the Ekogba.
Yes.
And that same boy, I heard that the father was the one that reported the matter to the police. Our governor, our dear governor, went to that house. He took bulldozer and demolished the place without trial. Without trial, he resorted to self-help. But it is a complete disgrace that the people that are supposed to protect the law, the people are supposed to protect the constitution, that are the same people that breach the constitution and the law with recklessness. It's a complete disgrace. And I made these points before now. So people were saying, oh, are you a cultist? You are defending cultists. I said, I'm not a cultist. I'm not defending cultists. But have they even said they are cultists? Who is supposed to say that they are cultists? Who is supposed to say that this person is a kidnapper? Even if somebody agrees, makes confessional statement, and agrees that, oh, I'm a cultist.
The lawyer's analysis of the demolition highlights the need for government agencies to consider the legal implications of their actions. It underscores the importance of adhering to the rule of law and respecting the rights of affected parties, such as providing fair compensation for the loss of property. This situation is a powerful example of the importance of following due process and ensuring transparency in government actions to maintain public trust and prevent potential legal consequences. The lawyer's insights serve as an important reminder to stakeholders involved in such situations. Light on the possible legal implications of the demolition, stating that proper legal procedures may not have been followed, which could lead to legal consequences for the government. The lawyer highlights the need for the government to respect property rights, provide fair compensation, and follow due process. These actions ensure accountability and trust between the government and the public and can help prevent future conflicts. The lawyer's perspective is crucial for understanding the legal aspects of the demolition and the potential risks involved.
Kill this person, I kill that person. The person is still not guilty until the court says so.
No.
The person must still have his or her day in court, in the court of law, in a competent court of law, and the judge will pronounce that this person is guilty. And after conviction, the judge will go and sentence the person. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that is what we are telling the governor. Look, we don't hate you. We cannot hate you because you are our governor. Edo State is a family state. Let me tell you about 80% or 70% of Edo people, if they start talking, digging into history and family genealogy, you will discover that we are all related in one way or the other, either on the father side or the mother side. So I cannot hate any Edo person. I can only be against you on principle. Now, for instance, me as a lawyer, as a minister in the temple of justice, I owe a duty to the law, to the constitution, to protect its sanctity. Me as an Edo man, a full-fledged Edo man that believes in the Edo nation and its growth, I owe a sacred duty to my kingdom, to my nation, Edo nation, to protect the sanctity of his people. Now, if you say, oh, it is not me that they are beating, it is not my house they demolished. Remember what happened in Nazi Germany, where they came for some other people, they came for the Jews, they came for this. This one will say, oh, it is not me, it is not me, it is not me, until they now came for him. Remember the story in the Bible, in the book of Acts, where Herod killed James, the son of Zebedee. After he killed James, he now saw that there was no uproar, there was no opposition, nobody complained, nobody said anything. He now said, I will go and take Peter and John. And now took Peter and John and he imprisoned them, preparing to kill them. So we cannot wait till it gets to our turn. Once you see what is wrong, say it is wrong. About some people were telling me, one of my cousins is in Europe. I think she listened to your promo that was going to come up to talk about this matter. I didn't even know. I didn't know you were promoting it. She called me. I said, my dear sister, I was talking to her. She said, please, my brother, I heard that you're going to appear on a Batabaze program. You're going to talk about this matter. He said, please, you have to be take care. You have to. I just laughed. I just laughed. You know why I laughed? If the Americans of 100 years ago or 200 years ago, if they are kept quiet for people who were destroying the society to continue, America will not have been where it is today. Everybody will not be running to America today. So some of us will speak. We may not enjoy what we are fighting for, but there are people who are coming after us that we enjoy what we are fighting for. Without law, and without law, there cannot be order. Without respect for the rule of law, there cannot be order. And when there is no order in a society, there cannot be progress, there cannot be development, there cannot be economic growth. So we must hold the sanctity of the law and the constitution, first of all.
Barrister,
Barrister,
let me come here.
Yes.
I appreciate you. And on YouTube, we have over 200 people watching. On TikTok, almost 500. Guys, I'm sure you guys know that we're supposed to do this broadcast by 3. So many people come, but we couldn't. So me and the barrister agreed that this is supposed to be video. But I wish now audio, it not go flow the way it be so. So please, guys, The only way we can get more people to watch this broadcast, because the internet space is choked. If you don't grab people to come get the right information, they go out there online, they waste their data on comedy, laughing, and not knowing anything. I'm sure some of you wey don dey here don learn in the last 25 minutes wey they bring Barrister up. Please, I want you to double tap the screen, please. As Barrister is talking, keep double tapping. That is your own contribution to this live broadcast to get more people to know what is going on. Now, Barrister, I'm so glad that you are hitting the nail of the head. You are not here to speak, like that big lawyer that will just, packaging, many people don't add packaging to their profession. Even though they would like to speak like they'll say, no, they'll call it all those things. And, they send a clear message. We appreciate you. We go come back to this demolition. This demolition, when you start, so we go come back to this demolition. But we need to go back to how we take it here. Now, as INEC declare the current governor of Edo State, I don't know about you, he is their governor. He is not my governor. I didn't support him. I didn't elect him. It is INEC governor, and I have it's my right to say he's not my governor because I didn't choose him. This is democracy. Nobody can force a leader on me. I don't know about other people that are watching us. Now, when he came in, he tried to prove to us that he was coming to do things differently. He told us that he was bringing an insecurity, but later they said no, na error, not be insecurity talk. Now say he will bring security. They went shopping for security vehicles. They paraded over 100 security vehicles. So even though say me na opposition, I was still like, this man try to go shatter vehicles like this. The question I want to ask you, Barrister, what is the current state of security in Edo? And as a very famous lawyer, you're in the street. You don't be lawyer when they hide for corner. You're in the street. Have you seen the operations of over 100 Helios vehicles that they bought? Take us through the security situation in Edo before we go back to this.
For me, the security situation in Edo 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and just before the election was a lot better. In fact, it was the best I've seen in Edo in a very long time, when the vigilante groups were operating. The armed robbery, I didn't hear about armed robbery until maybe this violent court war started. Then today, because this court fight cannot really make somebody to gauge the security situation in Edo State and in Benin. But we know that for a long time, herdsmen have been attacking our people in their farmlands, in the bushes, in the forest. And they are still doing that till now. We know about what happened at Uromi, and a lot are happening in the various parts of Edo State, especially Esako area. So I think that government is not really coming to terms with how to resolve these issues. We must find creative ways of being able to curb crime. There's nowhere in the world where you don't have violent crime, armed robbery, and things like that. But we must minimize it as much as possible. Ordinarily, our people are law-abiding. The other time I think last week, I saw on social media where they gave a list of foreign nationals in UK that were involved in criminality. A list of about 30 countries. Nigeria didn't even appear there at all. A list of about 30 countries. And if you want to talk about the population of foreign nationals,